Oshiobaba don shake table. He don shake the table leg everywhere don scatter. Oshiobaba don scatter everywhere. Oh, Oshiobaba na man na you be. We don first talk am say people wey come from Edo State wisdom wan finish una. Una too get brain, una too get brain. Na so I remember the time of Igodomigodo as that man dey use vocabulary dey scatter the house of rep. Na so Oshomole don start now for senate o. E dey give them woto back to back. But wetin Oshomole dey actually dey talk for this video, e too make sense o. You know say we wey come from Edo State, we get sense now. We get sense well well. No get how you wan take talk am, we too get sense. Now, listen to wetin Oshomole dey talk for this video. E too make sense. You know say I don first tell una for one of my videos say all these oyibo people when they dey clap for you, check am very well. Something wan happen to you. Anything wey no go benefit all these oyibo people, they no dey wan clap o. If they no dey clap for you, just know say that thing go benefit them. Na im make dem wan show you support. So na im make dem dey show you support. No be say the thing go benefit you. You remember this former CBN wey first comot, all the policy wey the guy bring na wahala na e cause for this country. All the policies wey the guy bring, he withdraw cash, he say na internet banking dem wan dey do, and banks no get capacity to do all those things. All of a sudden people begin dey suffer. You remember when he withdraw the old naira, he say wan bring new naira we no see. People lose their job, people begin dey cry, people dey lose market, people lose so many things. It was not easy that time. Now Oshomole dey draw the ear of the Senate say this man wey dem wan give job again, so he get the capacity to give them this new hope wey dem dey preach. He get the capacity to bring new changes wey go work and e go affect the masses for the good. He dey talk now say make dem check am o. All of them now they dey do like say dem no dey hear wetin dem dey talk. Now all these monetary policies wey the man dey bring dey come now, so wey dem dey talk say e dey make oyibo people dey clap for them, e go work for us. Now wetin dey work for oyibo, e no mean say e go work for black man o. We need to fashion our own way wey be say we go take dey do things wey go work for us. Na the summary of wetin Oshomole dey talk na be this. You must not bring all these monetary policies wey don work for abroad, wey don work for Wall Street and the rest, thinking say e go work for Nigeria. You have to come down to the nitty-gritty of the question. Come down to the basis of the people. Look for wetin go fit affect our people positively before you go implement am. Not because say e don work for one place for abroad, you go come carry am come here say e must work. You go come dey force am on the throat of the masses say e must work. Na just the summary of all the big grammar wey Oshomole dey talk for this video na be that one so. In case you never lis ten to the video, I will play small for you make you lis ten now. Oya na put it here make you lis ten.
Thank you for this privilege to meet those who manage our central bank. I want to differ very radically from what seems to be the general view. My view is I am suspicious of people whose main background come from commercial banking. Because central banking is about policy. It's not about marketing. It's not about seeking profit. It's about getting monetary policies right with clear focus on specific microeconomic objective, whether it is job creation, stabilizing a price regime, exchange rate regime, inflation regime, all of that. When listening to the CBs, people who have managed banks that have gone into liquidation, that cannot be used as positive in their favor. The truth has to be told. I am not suggesting that any one of them is responsible. I'm saying a doctor who parades the number of people who died under his care cannot forward that to me as a CV for me to appoint him as a Surgeon General. The immediate past management of the bank emphasized their autonomy. But in the real world of macroeconomic management, every agency's activity rub off on another agency. There can be no autonomy from monetary authority such that they do not interface with the fiscal authority. And even these two, in my view, if they do not relate with the Ministry of Trade and Commerce, because the challenge we deal with now is that, least to everybody here, everybody seems to have submitted completely to the so-called market forces and rely on the invisible hands of Adam Smith to regulate and determine the value of the naira. The market forces can never stabilize the naira. The state must intervene. Interest rate cannot be at 20%, 25%, and you are expecting the manufacturing sector to grow that require long-term investment. or investment that require long-term gestation period, borrowing at 20%. So I think that there is need for a complete thinking outside the box. When the West celebrates our free market, no control, and so on, I'm always suspicious. When they come for us that we are doing the right thing, the state is withdrawing, less regulations at a time when we can see that even at the time of world trade, nation states are negotiating with other nation states to have specific trade relationship. So I feel we need this new team. We need this new team to completely think outside the box. Our best time that you refer to, Mr. President, when you reminded us of a time where 1 naira was 1.5 US dollars. I was a very proud worker in the textile factory. In those days, government under the policy of backward integration prohibit manufacturers from importing certain items. Even some textile fabrics were prohibited because the game of competition presupposes equality and a level playing field. You cannot ask a featherweight champion to go and engage a heavyweight champion in the name of competition. Nigeria needs specific tools to protect industries at home and not pretend that a man with one leg can compete in a race with a man with 2 legs. We need a complete radical shift. We don't need the West to clap for us. We need Nigeria to clap for us. So we need to keep interrogating our assumptions and ensure that we are not copying Washington, all this international finance capital. It is their interest. There is no such thing as common interest. So, Mr. President, I thank you for allowing me to talk this much, because if this president is going to deliver on the renewed hope, it must devise new tools away from invisible market to visible hands that can be held responsible and accountable for our collective future. Thank you, sir.
Okay, welcome back. Now, shebi una don hear wetin Oshiomhole talk. Say we should not depend on market forces to determine the rate of the dollars. You remember the days of old wey be say dollar and naira dey go pari passu. All those days now Oshiomhole dey try to paint for una now, make una understand. Say no be all the politics, all the policies and everything wey oyibo man do wey work for their side na go fit work for Africa. We need to come down to our own level. Look for the things wey we know say fit work for our own side, wey fit work for us. Now we go implement. We should not depend on the off-unseen fingers. According to Adam Smith, there's macro, there's micro, and there's even scale of preference in economies. What are your preferences in economies? Look for it for Nigeria according to how it dey affect Nigerians. Na so you go take implement am. Na wetin Oshiomhole just dey try to tell una na be that one so, because the drama wey be like say e dey speak is just too much. Remember all those days we suffer when they suffer for Nigeria, when the former CBN governor, all im policies wey e bring, you know the kind of problem wey e put Nigeria, wey be say Nigeria nearly turn something else, everywhere nearly scatter. So now this kind of thing Oshiomhole dey try to avoid. That's why they tell them now say they should ask this man question. They should not just leave everything for market forces. Market forces go put Nigeria for wahala. So they should ask this man question. You understand? So na just the summary na be wetin Oshiomhole dey try talk for here. So not mind all those big grammar. Now wetin dey try talk. So make they check everything, make they ask the man question. If he no go fit do the job, make he just talk now. If he know say he wan implement policies, he must put the checks and balances to make sure say the economy work well for everybody to enjoy. You understand? That's just it. Okay, if you know say you get any contrary opinion, comment section dey. Make na share this video well so that e go back to Oshiomhole. Make Oshiomhole know say we from Edo State we dey watch am and we like wetin e dey do. Wakpo bone.